If you've clicked on this video, you're probably new to talking to a camera and find it very awkward. I do too, but here's a few tips that I implement that you could too to make it a little less awkward. I'm Ellis, I'm just an average bloke who watches a fair few other YouTube channels and thought to myself one day, why don't I just give it a try? So I went out and brought a GoPro and then froze the minute I clicked record. I'd like to also add, and you'll probably be able to tell, I'm no pro at this, but I thought it might be relatable for other people who are starting this too. From my experience, when you boil all the reasons down why people don't like talking to a camera, it's like people don't like the thought of other people judging them, or when you first press record, you just freeze and your mind clogs up. Which brings me on to my first point, which is I'll think about writing yourself some subjects down to talk about. So like you don't press record and then you're just looking at the camera and your mind just goes totally blank. It's the first time I got it out and tried to do it in public, or like even somewhere like this where there's nobody around. I turned it on and like your head just got filled with clouds, there's nothing there. So having a few notes written down on your phone just eliminates thinking on the spot, eliminates that like immediate freeze what you get when you first press record. So obviously me doing this video, I've already got a bunch of things I want to talk about, because obviously to try and provide some value or whatever. But the next thing is, I'd say only write your subjects in a bullet point list, so you don't have to look at the camera and then think, oh, what do I say next? It's on the script. Look away from the camera and then keep going back and forth, back and forth. So a bullet point list, it'll just give you your brief ideas of what you want to talk about, and then you can kind of think on the spot as well, but you've already got your list of ideas there, so you can just keep referring back to your list and then getting some practice in that way. And the last thing I'm going to say about tip number one is talking about something you enjoy will obviously help you a lot, because you know more about it, you'll be more enthusiastic to speak about it. So yeah, there's a few things to take in mind. Hopefully I can string a few of these together and they all make a decent point one, because it's been a bit of a shambles for myself, but we're all in this together, I suppose, if you're watching this video. So moving on to my second point of the video, which is I'd start in like a secluded area. I don't know if secluded is the right word, but like basically the comfort of your own home, or somewhere on your own where you just feel comfortable. That way you've got no pressure of like being in public and seeing anybody. It'll actually get you used to just talking to a camera for the first time. It's like having a conversation with somebody who don't talk back. It's weird the first time you do it. We've got a nice random tent here. Look, someone's gonna have my leg off. But when I first started doing it, I thought, right, I need to get my act together. So what I've done a 30-day talking to a camera challenge. Well, just talking to my phone. So every day I got my phone out, and then for 5 minutes I'd just ramble off some random crap, to be honest. But this could turn to point one where you could set yourself some subjects out every day and then just ramble on about one of them. This just gets you used to getting a camera out, pressing record and talking, so then that doesn't become an obstacle in the future. So after you've either finished your 30-day challenge or you just feel a bit more comfortable in general talking to a camera, then you can start to push it outside and go to like busier places. In my case, it was from just talking to my phone in my bedroom to like going on the canals where I do most of my running. But that way you'll start to see a few more people, and then you'll have to like challenge yourself into just keep going when people are walking towards you. Just do it in like incrementally, not like jumping in at the deep end and like going into parks and like shopping centres and things like that. So one of the best things I've ever done for my confidence as well is once you start talking to it outside, like I explained on the canal, I've got challenged myself to get it out in front of people. So as soon as I saw someone walking towards me, I'd like give myself enough space, grab my box, pluck up enough courage, and then just get it out. And like honestly, you feel elated. I don't know what the proper word is, but you just feel like proud of yourself. Some people might give you some dodgy looks and that, but after that you think, oh well, I've done it now. So if you're wondering why I'm sat on the floor, it's because I've just got back from a run and my legs are absolutely battered. Anyway, on to point 3, which is I'd start recording before you actually want to start recording for real. And that might sound weird, but say if you want to start recording at 8 o'clock, say start recording yourself at 7:30, just rambling on in the kitchen or whatever. For example, if I wanted to record on a Sunday morning run, then I'd start recording whilst I'm eating my breakfast, just on my own, talking to my phone, knowing full well that I'm gonna delete it. It just eliminates all the pressure then, and then it gives you like a little head start for the day. I think this tip makes it easier because you've got yourself like a little head start for the day. Whereas if you just take it out with your mates and then just want to start recording straight away, there's a bit more friction and awkwardness there. Whereas like getting yourself a little head start, as I've already said, it just flows into it and makes it a lot more easier when you actually want to start recording. There was only meant to be 3 tips in this video, but here's a little bonus tip that I recorded on a run the other day. I challenged myself to hold this the whole way through the park. Do you know the one thing that helps?
What?
Trying to look at this instead of everybody else.
Yeah, so you don't have
this way. Oh shit. You got bodied there. Yeah, so you can just look at that. Because if you look at other people's eyes, they'll look at you and you think, oh, what do they think of me? Oh no. So you just got to distract yourself or talk to a black dot and trying to remember where to go. If you've even took one piece of advice from this video today, drop me a like and subscribe, and even comment if you've experienced any of this what I've been banging on about in today's video.